This series of videos is about Section 3.1 in College Algebra in Context. We'll be covering quadratic functions and parabolas. The graph of a quadratic function. The general form of a quadratic function is f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and a does not equal 0, so we have an x squared term and it is quadratic. The graph of the quadratic function ax squared plus bx plus c is called a parabola, and it has a turning point called the vertex. The parabola opens up, say it's concave up, if a is positive. A is positive, it opens up, and the vertex is a minimum point. If it opens down, it's concave down, a is negative, and the vertex is a maximum point. So open up, this would be my minimum point. Opening down, this would be the maximum point. Increasing and decreasing. The function is increasing on an interval if for f1, x1 and x2 in the interval where x2 is greater than x1, it's true that the function of x2 is greater than the function of x squared. So you're looking at something like this is where your x1 is, and this is where your x2 is, something that went up. That's increasing. Decreasing, if you have, this would be my x1, my x2 down here, it went down. Now looking at the graph of a quadratic function in the form f of x equals ax squared plus b, it is a parabola that opens upward, and the vertex is a minimum if a is greater than 0. It opens down, and the vertex is a maximum if a is less than 0. The larger the value of a, the absolute value of a, the narrower the parabola will be. So the bigger the a out here in front, the narrower the parabola will be. Its vertex is at the point negative b over 2a, and then the y value would be f of negative b over 2a. It's important to know. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. That's the line right here that goes through the parabolas. So ax squared plus bx plus c, if a is less than 0, so if a is negative, notice it opens down. The vertex is negative b over 2a, and f of negative b over 2a. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. Over here, f of x equals a squared plus bx plus c, but a is greater than 0. Now it opens up. The vertex is still negative b over 2a, and f of negative b over 2a. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. Now we need to find the vertex and graph this quadratic function. We have 3x squared minus 6x plus 4, and we're going to use intercepts. Well, we know vertex, the x value of the vertex is negative b over 2a. So b is 6, so negative of negative 6 is 6 over 2a, so 2 times 3, that'll be 6, x equals 1. To find the y value of the vertex, we'll put that 1 in the equation. So 1 times, the 3 times 1 squared minus 6 times 1 plus 4. This will be 1, 3 minus 6 plus 4 will be 1, and the vertex is at 1, 1. Using it says to use intercepts. Well, finding the x-intercept, where y equals 0, we'll have 0 equals 3x squared minus 6x plus 4. I'm thinking that that doesn't solve. Let's find the y-intercept. So x equals 0. So we'll have 0 minus 0 plus 4. So the y-intercept will be 0, 4. And I don't think the x-intercept is going to be helpful because the vertex, this opens upward and the vertex is at 1, 1. So let me number the graph. Vertex is at 1, 1 and it's opening up. You can see it's not going to cross the x-axis. But the y-intercept is 0, 4, 2, 4. Now you notice we have an axis of symmetry, which would be right here, and they fold and they match up. So we would have this point across that line of symmetry. That will help us call this parabola. 3 is a larger number, so that's why we ended up with a skinnier parabola. Not the best parabola drawing, but you get the idea. Now, a ball is thrown upward at 64 feet per second from the top of a 60-foot high building. Write the quadratic function that models the height in feet of a ball as a function of the time. Well, I will tell you that general quadratic formula is S equals negative 16 t squared plus v sub 0 t plus s sub 0. Now, s is the height. T is the time in seconds. V sub 0 is the starting velocity or the speed, and S sub 0 is the starting height. And these are important things to know. You'll notice they're in your notes. Okay, so write the quadratic that models the height. So S equals negative 16 t squared, we don't know the time, plus the velocity. It's 64 feet per second. So that's my initial velocity. My starting velocity is 64 t. From the top of the building, the starting height is 60-foot building. So here is my equation. So we have S equals negative 16 t squared plus 64t plus 60. Find the t coordinate and the s coordinate of the vertex. Well, vertex, negative b over 2a. So negative 64 over 2 times negative 16. Negative 64 over negative 32, or 2. That's the t coordinate. That's the t coordinate. And to find the s coordinate, we'll substitute that into the equation. So my s coordinate will be negative 16 times t squared plus, which is 2, plus 64 times 2 plus 60. T squared is 4. 16 times negative 4 will be negative 64. 64 times 2 is 128 plus 60. So this will be 188 minus 64 will be 124. That'd be 124 would be the s coordinate, and it will be the feet. So here's my t coordinate, and here's my s coordinate.